I'm back in one watch fool. As usual, it's early in the morning time right now. Just got done doing my pull-ups. Not started the morning off pretty good. Woke up at 2:15. I'm actually very proud of myself, dog, because I've been waking up earlier than the time that I'm supposed to, that I set out to work. Wake up at it. That's 2:45. So, in this video, I want to speak to somebody who commented on my comments about how to get through isolation, basically that in-between phase in life, right? Now listen, I never actually understood what the in-between phase was until I came back to Louisiana, right? I guess how I want to start this video off and explain this, dog, is just from my own experience. Because like I said, bro, the greatest book you will ever read is your life experience, everything that you've been through. Because just being honest, bro, everybody in this world is trying to tell you this is right, but you know what you've experienced. And this is the greatest thing about life, right? Your own experience is unique to you. Nobody can tell you what is true or what is not true. When you just understand that alone, dog, you just wake up and you move throughout this world different than everybody else. Like everybody else is looking for the answers, but the answers is within you, especially for what you are seeking. Like your own life is your book. Like your life is a book. So I digress and go on the subject, right? Dog, I don't even know where to start at because this whole year has been an in-between phase. But I'm gonna just start here because this is what's coming to my mind. First of all, when you practice semen retention, dog, you have your seed and that's all you need, right? That alone makes you standoffish, right? When you understand the power. Now, when you first start off, you might be doing it for ladies. That's like the beginner stage. That's like entry level. But when you really start to practice this practice, you find yourself in solitude because you understand, bro, you holding your seed. When you get on day like 12, 21, bro, or even 30, bro, your energy is unmatched. A lot of guys, they talk about this streak once again, bro. They talk about this streak, but they don't understand that is energy to manifest, dog. That energy raises your vibration overnight. Like when you hear guys talking about semen retention is instant manifestation, yes, I never understood what they meant by that, but I understand what it is now, right? Anything in this world that you want, you have to become a vibrational match to get that because everything is energy, right? So if you want to attract, I'm gonna give you a good example, bro. Like if you want to attract a fucking nice ass car, don't chase the car. Become a vibrational match to the car. Honestly, if I was to do that, this is how I do it, bro. I'll just tell you how I did it. Shit, I couldn't get a car, dog. It's like, bro, I had worked, my credit got up and everything, bro. And it's like, I could not get a car. Like why? I don't know, right? It just wasn't my time. But I know really what it was. I raised my vibration so high that when I did go to these dealers, like they had Hondas, bro. Hondas 2020, like 2012 Hondas, dog. I couldn't even get it. Why? It was someone that either came and got it before me or they put some money down. Like I see a car on the dealership. I went to Honda like 2 times. This happened, bro. Like they were like, somebody already got that one. I'm like, damn. And look, I went and I did the whole process. I went and seen it, came back and visualized myself in it and everything. Didn't get it. So my thing is, I talked about this in my last video. God's plan is bigger than your plan, bro. And especially when you go through the season of the in-between phase and you just got to go through all of these struggles and you are just seeing, it seems like all of these problems are coming at you, bro. You don't even understand, dog, this is the defining part of your life, right? Because what I understand now is when God gives you these problems, and I'm just going to, because I'm a whole believer in the creator, right? God and the creator. I'm not even going to get on that topic because it gets so deep, bro. But, we're going to just keep it like that and just say God, right? When God gives you these problems to, mold you into this version of yourself that you need to be, this is making you, bro. This is carving you into the version of yourself that can handle what you are asking for, because you have to become a vibrational match to get that. So you got to go through all these different things that will be unique to you. So once you do get it, you can look back and be like, oh, so all of this happened. Yes. What if I told you right now, stop worrying about all the problems. Think big, right? Think big, bro. You're not going to die. Like, what's the worst that's going to happen to you if you think big? Problems are going to come. I told you there's no such thing as problems, bro. They are all obstacles that you have to go through to become the version of yourself that can get what you are looking for. So I digress on that and focus on the subject of understanding me and my whole experience being back here, bro. Bro, it's been, bro, like, I can't even, I was thinking about this yesterday, bro. Like, I literally been walking from my house to my gym, or my former gym, which was like an hour and 21 minutes, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, bro, like it was hot outside walking. It was cold outside walking. Cars passing by. Like I said, bro, my pride definitely had to come down from going from Atlanta to Louisiana, bro. And it's like people seeing me, they're like, bro, you know, I know they know who I am, even though I cut my hair and stuff. They like probably like why is he back down here? You know, that whole weight on my shoulders because I'm carrying Louisiana. I'm carrying my hometown. You know, it's like, damn, like, you know, he out there doing that, but he back. Did he fail or not? And you know what I had to do, bro? When I came back here, all I could do is just seek the higher version of myself. Like I could not say, well, this is it. I could have said this was it, bro. You know, there's many versions of you. I could have took the path of saying, man, this is it, bro. This is my fate. Nah, bro. Once I came back out of, you know, the relationship that I was in Atlanta, bro, I got to it, bro. Yeah, I was heartbroken. And the thing was, I ended things, bro. But my old world crumbled, and I had to detach. Like I had to let go of everything. And it's like I had so much motion, and I have so much motion. I speak in the present moment. But at that time period interval, I had so much motion that I didn't even think that I can outdo that. But looking back, I'm like, dog, you wasn't even the version of yourself that can make that shit go. Like, can keep that shit and keep that shit going, because you achieved it, but can you keep it going? Can you make it your lifestyle? Can you make acting your lifestyle? Can you make modeling your lifestyle? Are you the man that can maintain your skin? At the time, I didn't, bro. I was still in Atlanta, bro. I was doing all type of different things, which was bad for my self-concept. So back to the original in-between phase topic, right? Bro, like, how do you deal with like not having friends or not having family around? I'm gonna tell you this, bro. This path is lonely, bro. And you have to realize this, like, it's levels to this life shit, right? But at the end of the day, bro, once you understand that you can't bring people with you, also, like, you literally can't bring nobody with you in this world anyway, right? You came into this world by yourself. Everybody here is just playing their role in your life, bro. Have fun. It's a playground. It's blissful. It's lovely. Life is so amazing. I was just having this thought yesterday. This life is truly amazing, bro. This life is amazing. Do you understand? Like, bro, how much you could create in this life and how much you can explore, but you probably don't, because you probably a prisoner in your own mind, bro. And that happened to me, and that's why I really ended up back here in my mother's house. Because if it really wasn't my mother's house, let's say I was in and out of prison, in and out of like juvie, and I went to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? And I got my head on swivel, but I ended up messing up. You know, like my foundation would have probably been back to, to jail, but luckily I had a mother who had a nice home for me and my father, right? So it was like I came back home, but it's very uncomfortable, bro. And I'm gonna just be honest. This phase that God will put you through, bro, I don't know. It depends on like how big you are aiming for. I mean, I don't know if, like, let's just say like you kind of hit rock bottom, you got to go back home with your mother and you trying to just get a job and just live a nice civilized life. I don't really think you'll go through as many problems. But when you kind of have this creative type of vision and you are pursuing it, it's like the more problems gonna come. Like I said, bro, I was working out at this place right here. This college is right like 10 minutes, a 10-minute walk away from my house, bro. I ended up getting banned from this gym, and I had to end up going back to my other gym, which is like an hour and 21 minutes away. And that's way down there, like on the other side of town, bro. And I had to get up and start, walking there and working out. And I learned how to walk, It has been so many days, bro, that I've talked to God. Like I said, I really feel like I had to find God, bro, because, I have never been alone this much in my life, bro, right? Friday will be the official day that I will be moving. Well, Thursday will be the official day that I'll be moving back to ATL, right? Back to Georgia. And bro, I'ma just be honest, dog. here's what I did, bro. I had to start living down here like I would be living in Miami or Atlanta, because it almost felt like, not I had karma, but was I in the karmic debt? I don't know. But I do feel like I created a world for myself in Georgia, and I didn't really understand that I had to maintain that world. I thought it was just gonna always be there. So I started to shift vibrationally way off the rear end, and I lost that reality, and I fell back to this reality. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a fresh start. But it's like, that's like when you do that, when you come from up here down here, like, I ain't go to jail or anything. Like, I literally just decided to leave that life, bro. It's very, very taunting. I'm gonna just say that, bro. It's very taunting because it's a lonely stage. But then, like I said, bro, everybody has been through this in-between phase. But depending on how big you are dreaming, the more you're gonna have to go through, right? The more that you want, the more is required of you to go through. And that's kind of like the biggest thing I can tell you, bro, is you just got to understand, bro, if you are in that in-between phase, it's not forever, bro. I thought, like, bro, like, once I had booked my ticket to go from where I'm at to Lafayette, Louisiana, from Lafayette, Louisiana to Georgia, I almost wanted to cry, but I was like, you acting like a bitch right now, bro. Like, do you know that you've shifted internally before you even got, like, it feels normal to me, right? And the main goal of manifestation is to normalize your manifestation, so you're not looking at it like this big ass, just, you feel what I'm saying? But once you normalize it, you shift internally, you're gonna attract that, right? So the biggest thing that I've been doing here that has helped me with being uncomfortable, it's been just this, raising my frequency. You know, how would I feel if I was in Miami? Like, how would I feel, right? And that was so uncomfortable because people was pulling from my energy. I'm just gonna be honest, my mother was pulling from my energy, bro. My environment is like, things just went wrong, but I understood, like, bro, all I could say is I gotta maintain my frequency. You know, and Neville Goddard talks about this in his book, The Feeling is the Secret, and in The Power of Awareness. You know, those are some good books by Neville Goddard, and, you know, it just talks about being in a wish fulfilled, you know, it's very much just one of those things, bro, where you just gotta be, you have to be very understanding, bro, of what's taking place in your life, because nobody can help you. I mean, nobody's really out to help you when you're in this in-between phase, but people are gonna come through in your life. I do feel like to help you, God will send people depending on what mission you are on, you know, but it's very lonely. I'm gonna be honest, it's a lonely thing, bro. It's a very, 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 very lonely thing. Almost like the dark night of the soul, bro. The dark night of the soul. You know, no family, no friends, you know, and this is also a season where you're gonna be separating yourself. God is gonna be separating you from all of these people, all of the things that you once knew, you know. So I think the biggest thing to do is just detach. You know, you have to detach. You have to be willing to detach before it. Like, if you are in this phase right now, bro, because you commented, you have to detach, because you're trying to cross over from one reality to the next. God is doing this for you. But like, God, like, it's my thing, bro. God wants you to raise your level of awareness so you can understand what God is doing, so God can help you, right? And then once you raise your level of awareness and you understand, okay, I'm in this in-between phase of life, then you can kind of like speed up the process, right? And then things can start moving more smoothly. But like, when you sit there and I don't know, bro. It's a real, real touchy subject. It's a real, because I don't really know what you're dealing with personally, bro. But that's what I can tell you. You know, it's a very uncomfortable stage. So I completely understand what you're saying, but don't trip on it, bro. Just understand that will pass. You know, that will pass. Just like really work on detaching away from anything that was in your old, like, if you are in that lonely stage, just look back and see, okay, like, where am I going? And like, what can come with me? What can I bring with me to this new reality? And like, once you realize, like, people are resisting and, you know, people not really hitting you up, that's like a telltale sign, bro, that they really not even meant to come with you. And most of the time, this is like family, friends, like you were saying, bro, family and friends. And honestly, like, even people, like, let's say you created a nice reality in that former life, some of those people not even gonna come with you, bro. Like there's some people that, you know, I networked with when I was in GA the first time, bro. They not coming with me to this next levels of my life, but they were successful, you know. And I actually tried to reach back out to these people, bro, to talk to them, but I guess I wasn't on the vibrational frequency to match them, but they did reach out. But like recently, bro, after my Instagram and everything got terminated and I had to create a new one, that was set up by God too for me to start a whole new Instagram. You see what I'm saying? I'm not fighting with life, bro. I understand what's taking place. So like, you really just have to be very good at detaching, bro. You really got to be good at detaching and just allowing to receive and be open to what God has. Don't get stuck in the past. You know, that's something else that'll keep you stuck in that old life in this in-between phase. So to wrap all of this up, man, I'm gonna just be honest, bro. You know, holding your seed is of course a necessity when it comes to this in-between phase. It's gonna be you and God, bro. You know, it's just gonna be you and yourself, and it's just gonna be a very solitude state of being, right? And I just want you to know that you're not the only one, bro. So if you are watching this and you do watch this video, I want you to know you are not the only one. I speak, and I will tell you this, there are some videos that I will be like really mad, bro, because oh, it's finna go up. It's about to go up. You know, just understand that I had to shift my environment, but I had to shift myself internally. All the anger that I've had, all the shit that I've peeped, you know, because I've been in the in-between phase and I had to peep a lot of different shit too. It made me mad, but I said, that's a bet. I'm going to take that energy and put it towards shifting my internal. But when I do shift my environment, I will let loose, and that time ticking bomb will go off, and it will be to help those. And I will put that anger towards my craft because, bro, I'm pretty fucking angry. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very fucking angry, dog. I'm pretty fucking angry, dog. I'm just tame. I'm very good at taming that shit and transmuting it. But that's neither here or there, bro. I hope this answered your question. If anybody got any questions, hit me up on my Instagram, lucas.laday. I will say I will tag my Instagram in a couple of more videos, but I am kind of holding off on it just for the simple fact I'm really not trying to edit and put all of these down. Like, I'm not trying to edit right now. I'm just trying to push this content out. It's just, I'm very good at editing, bro. It's just, I'm trying to get this content just pushed out raw right now. It doesn't need for all these different edits and shit like that, and I just don't feel like going through CapCut and putting it through there and stuff like that at this moment. But lucas.laday, I will tag it in my bio or, you know, my description. If you have any questions, hit me up on Instagram. If you want to get coached, hit me up on Instagram. If you don't want to get coached, if you don't want to even hit me up on Instagram, bro, just stay here for the journey, bro. I did this many times in my life. I watched different content creators, and I never really got coached by them, but I watched them, and I definitely, you know, took all the nuggets from the videos, and that helped me. Now, if I would have got coached, I would have got there faster, but look, we're here now. That's the past. It doesn't even exist. I'm a fool, but I'm a wise fool. One wise fool.